Hello, my name is Denise Stephens, and I am so grateful, honored, and blessed to be your CEO at ZOI Global. I'm going to spend the next few minutes with you and walk you through the compensation plan that we offer at ZOI Global. We're very proud of the compensation plan because it's taking 20 years of experience and coming at it from a position of what is best for a ZOI Global distributor. So let's jump right in. As we get started, let's take a trip down memory lane. Global retail sales from 1994 to 2002 are displayed on the left-hand side of the screen in billions of US dollars. On the right-hand side of the screen, you see global sales force size from that same time frame, 94 to 2002. And it is shown in millions of people. Back then, in 2002, $85 billion was flowing through the global retail sales of the direct selling or multi-level marketing business model. You want to see what that is today? It's an astonishing, as of the last recorded numbers that I can find in 2018, $193 billion. That is well over a 50% increase from 2002 to 2018. Now, if we look at the global sales force size in 2002, the numbers were hovering around 47 million people. Most current numbers, 2018, 118 million people. Again, well over a 50% increase. So for people to say that multi-level marketing is not a viable source of revenue, they are being very close-minded, and perhaps they're going based on previous encounters with previous companies. At ZOI Global, we want to be the light that helps other people see the hope that our products can offer, and for some, the hope that our business opportunity may offer. We believe that there will always be value in a person who can unconfuse another person. To that degree, ZOI Global is very excited to announce a strategic partnership with what I believe one of the icons, one of the persons that are timeless in their teachings, Mr. Tim Sales. Tim Sales is the owner of Network Marketing Power. Tim is highly successful in the industry and has been for well over 30 years. Tim is so gifted in what he does, it is very rare that you'll find someone of his magnitude. He has actually spoken with Dr. Charles King at the University of Illinois, which actually taught multi-level marketing in part of their curriculum for their students. I can tell you that personally, my husband Lloyd and myself found Tim, I want to go back and say in 2003 or 2004, and there was no longer the stumbling and fumbling around with understanding how the business model works, because Tim took what I call a very unprofessional approach to marketing, to changing my whole mindset around teaching and training to be very professional, which in turn helps people become more and more respected and have a greater influence with those that they're trying to help with our product line. At ZOI Global, our strategic partnership is going to be opening up well beyond a YouTube channel. NetworkMarketingPower.com is the website that Tim Sales offers a multitude of videos that go into great detail regarding our industry. They don't go into detail regarding our product line because that's up to ZOI Global. But the details that he offers in the industry help the professional person seeking the power of the multi-level marketing industry to gain greater understanding to help them advance, I believe, exponentially in the industry. Also, Tim has a YouTube channel called Network Marketing Power. I encourage every single one of you to subscribe to that channel and get the updates, which are typically on a weekly basis. I love what he says, and this was something that literally changed my life. If you don't have a unique product, then you compete on price and convenience. Giving you a very quick understanding of that, years ago, Lloyd and I had a gentleman who was out trying to generate business through the door-to-door marketing campaign or marketing sales model. I admired the young man. I thought, gosh, if he's brave enough to go door-to-door, perhaps he would enjoy learning more about our business model. He was actually selling electricity. I knew enough to perhaps spark an interest in him when I said, as long as you are the cheapest, I will stay with you. Because as far as electricity goes, I needed to do one thing, and I turned around and flipped on and off my light switch. And I'm so glad at ZOI Global, we don't have to compete based on price. We don't have to compete based on anyone else having our product line. We do not have a Me Too product. The exclusivity, as you will learn in other videos, is profound. We have a highly unique product. We just need people to help us get it to the world. Let's talk about your business. No matter what your business is, your business is to be looking at what industries are expanding or which industries are about to expand. And to give you kind of a visual, you must have a unique and consumable product because otherwise it's a one-time sale. So no matter the business that you're in, you've always got to be trying to stay ahead of the basketball going through a water hose. To ensure our business is successful, I recommend supply a product or a service to the baby boomers. After all, today, they are the largest economic sector in the American economy. So take a look at the baby boomers and what they changed. And as that basketball, if you can, moves through that water hose, they changed Gerber, they changed Mattel, McDonald's, Dairy Queen, Kentucky Fried Chicken. All of these came out of the baby boomers reaching the adult age and beginning to put money into the economy. I honestly don't believe there's anything more on the forefront of the American mind than those of us trying to live our greatest wellness life, and that is exactly what we help accomplish at ZOI Global. Before we go into the compensation plan training, I want to repeatedly remind every one of you that the FTC targets multi-level marketers for any related claims on curing and prevention of disease, and they are truly on the warpath for COVID-19 related claims. As you can see based on this article that was published April 28, 2020, a recent batch of warning letters from the Federal Trade Commission, Attorney Kevin Thompson said, sends a very clear message that multi-level marketers should not commingle any product promotion or income opportunity with COVID. I'm very grateful here at ZOI Global because we do not have to embellish or over-accentuate what our products are proven to do or what our income opportunity will do, because we're going to keep things real and keep everyone on the level. As you move over to the right-hand side of the screen, you will see no products are scientifically proven to treat or prevent the virus. That is by an FTC news release citing the authority of another agency that carefully monitors claims, the FDA. Some of the warning letters raise concerns over unsubstantiated earning claims at a time when tens of millions of Americans have filed for unemployment and very well may be struggling to make ends meet. MLMs and other companies that distribute their products through networks of distributors are responsible for the product and earnings claims those distributors are making. As your CEO at ZOI Global, You deserve nothing less. I owe you the truth. At all times, we will hold people accountable. We must, because the last thing we want are people out working very hard to generate new customers and occasionally new business owners and risk everyone because ZOI Global fails to do their due diligence. In your distributor agreement at ZOI Global, it is very clear. All marketing must be approved by the company, and the distributor is allowed to use only corporate approved marketing. In the distributor agreement, that is in bold and it is in red. We take your business very serious as ZOI Global. The FTC's warning letters are real, and they send a crystal clear signal to the network marketing community. Do not commingle any product promotion or income opportunity with COVID. Full stop. So I just wanted to reiterate that. You will find that typically I mention this in most every presentation as a constant reminder of we have a zero tolerance policy at ZOI Global. We don't like to have to be that way, but we must to protect you, your family, and our families. Thank you in advance for your understanding. While the intention of this training is not on product, you must understand ZOI Global has zero competition. We have no competition until December 31st, 2034. So the embellishment and the necessity to be overzealous is not even on the radar for ZOI Global. And keep that zero competition until December 31, 2034 at the forefront of your mind. And don't think that ZOI Global stops there. At ZOI Global, our product line is highly unique. It is very exciting, and there are so many great things coming. As we write the book about zeolites, we are the one and only zeolite capable of crossing the human cell membrane and double patent proven to do so. Proven capable of attracting and retaining several types of toxins, including heavy metals, viral particles, pesticides, and herbicides. I love this slide. I think it is absolutely beautiful, but I want to take it one step further. I believe it embodies the ZOI Global $1 million message. If I could show you a solution proven capable of attracting and retaining several types of toxins, including heavy metals, herbicides, pesticides, and viral particles, would you be open to taking a look? I believe today, May 4th, 2020, more people are open to taking a look at a solution that is proven capable, not just talked about being capable. So let's jump right in to the compensation plan training. The diagram that you're looking on your screen shows what most people perceive the multi-level marketing layout to look like. Isn't it kind of amazing that this looks very, very similar to most every school district, most every government hierarchy, most every corporation structure? At the top is the CEO. Underneath that are various upper level management like VP, CFO, various leaders such as that. Then below those people would be your managers, and below the managers would be the people. Well, what's interesting here is everyone in MLM starts where the person in red is. They start with nothing. And everything they build is something that they truly built themselves. So as we take a deeper dive, just keep in mind that ZOI Global as a company, your sponsor, all started as the man in red or the girl in red, and everything that they have built has been built through their efforts. So let's get going. At ZOI Global, there are 6 available payouts per month. Let's talk about the 2 types of volume. New business volume. That is volume that is calculated on all first orders of any type customer that ZOI Global has, whether it is a customer that remains a customer and does not participate in the compensation plan, or it is an advisor that does want to participate in the ZOI Global compensation plan. We're all customers to ZOI Global. New business volume is the volume of all registered retail customers, preferred customers, elite customers, wholesale distributors, and qualifying advisors. This volume accrues beginning each week on Monday at 12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and ending the following Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This volume category determines weekly payouts that are generated through first order wholesale commissions plus the 1.5% global sales new customer bonus earnings. All new business wholesale commissions and 1.5% global sales new customer bonus earnings are paid on Friday following the Sunday period close. Semi-monthly volume. Semi-monthly means a pay period in ZOI Global is the 1st through the 15th and the 16th through the last day of the month. We have 2 semi-monthly or override and leadership earnings volume. This is the volume, including new business volume, that is calculated per the following semi-monthly commission periods. Month number 1 begins the first day of a calendar month at 12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and ends the 15th day of a calendar month at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Monthly period number 2 begins the 16th day of a calendar month at 12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and ends the last day of the calendar month at 11:59 Pacific Standard Time. These 2 periods determine your semi-monthly commissions. Those commissions are paid 5 days following the monthly period close. If that 5th day following the monthly period close should fall on a weekend or a holiday, commissions will be paid the first available business banking day. The relationships that we have at ZOI Global are very simple. We have a retail customer. This is someone that wants to purchase online. They can purchase directly through your wholesale customer distributor portal, and they pay full retail price for all product purchases. The preferred customer pays $19.99 annual customer discount agreement because we must maintain a back office for them, and that gives them all throughout the year 15% discount off of the retail price of ZOI Global products. They have an option auto ship should they choose, but it is not mandatory. The auto ship option is as easy to start as it is to stop. The elite customer. This is a customer that has the opportunity by paying $19.99 annual customer discount agreement, just like a preferred customer. They purchase a one-time $399.95 retail purchase and get 5 bottles of ZOI product. All subsequent orders purchased by the elite customer will enjoy a 30% discount. Why are we doing this as ZOI Global? Because we are going to categorize people by what they want to be in terms of a relationship with ZOI Global. Elite customers and preferred customers and retail customers do not participate in the ZOI Global compensation plan. The elite customer is limited to 6 bottles of product per month. That way, they're not empowered to sell it. There's no license to resell that product. It is for personal consumption within their family only. A distributor. This is someone that maybe wants to enjoy or take advantage of the ZOI Global business opportunity, but they're having a tough time with funding at this point in their life. This is the person that's willing to work. This is the person that is willing to go out and find other people that would enjoy the ZOI Global products and introduce them. A wholesale distributor pays a $49.99 annual distributor agreement. A wholesale distributor makes purchases via their online portal, and they accrue their personal sales and personal purchases during a rolling 4 pay period time frame. What do I mean rolling 4 pay periods? If someone does not accrue 1,039.87 in retail volume in 4 pay periods, which is roughly 2 months, all they lose is the farthest back 2-week cycle. They don't lose everything, so they can pick up and continue moving forward. An advisor pays $49.99 annual distribution agreement. They have achieved a retail value of purchases either on their own or by teaming with other people greater than or equal to 1,039.87. This volume helps them achieve a 30% lifetime discount on retail purchase price for future product purchases. Advisors, like wholesale distributors, are taking advantage of the ZOI Global compensation plan and are eligible to earn overrides and leadership bonuses on products sold by other advisors in their ZOI Global business. Now let's talk about ways to earn money at ZOI Global. Retail sales, wholesale commissions, overrides, leadership, and the 1.5% global sales new customer pool. Who is responsible for the generation of retail sales? You are. You, the ZOI Global business owner. Who is responsible for creating wholesale commissions? You are, the ZOI Global business owner. How are overrides and leadership earned? Overrides and leadership are earned based on becoming a great leader and helping other people build a team of customers and business owners. Your overrides and leadership will be a direct reflection of your ability to teach, train, and mentor. Overrides and leadership are earned on your downline business team. What about the 1.5% global sales new customer pool? The 1.5% global sales new customer pool is a pool for the first order of every retail customer, preferred customer, wholesale distributor, whether it is a 15, 20, or 25% wholesale distributor, and every new qualifying advisor. 1.5% of their purchase on their very first order goes into this global sales new customer pool. You earn referral points that are set up and discussed further in this compensation plan. The point of it is you're earning together with everyone in ZOI Global that is recruiting just like you are. I think this is a very powerful model because, again, I want to reiterate, the first two, retail sales and wholesale commissions, are based off of your effort. Override and leadership are based off of your ability to train your ZOI Global business team. And again, The 1.5% global sales new customer pool, you're leveraging off of everyone in ZOI Global that is recruiting new business to ZOI Global. Let's define a registered retail customer. A retail customer who registers on the ZOI website as a registered retail customer and is authorized to purchase products online from their distributor's website as a retail customer. This customer is not permitted to sell or resell products. They cannot sponsor advisors, distributors, preferred customers, or retail customers, or even elite customers. Registered retail customers do not participate in the ZOI Global compensation plan. Registered preferred customers. This also is a non-distributor customer that has joined the preferred customer program through a ZOI Global distributor and is able to purchase ZOI Global products at a discount. The preferred customer's discount, again, is 15%. The registered preferred customer is not permitted to sell or resell ZOI products. They cannot sponsor other advisors, distributors, preferred customers, retail customers, or elite customers at ZOI Global. Registered preferred customers do not participate in the ZOI Global compensation plan. Registered elite customer. This is a non-distributor customer that has joined ZOI Global through a distributor and is thereby able to purchase ZOI Global products. The elite customer's discount is 30%. The registered elite customer is not permitted to resell or sell products. They cannot sponsor other advisors, distributors, preferred customers, retail customers, or elite customers at ZOI Global. They may order a maximum of 6 product items per month, and again, they do not participate in the ZOI Global compensation plan. Now let's begin to understand volume. Personal volume, business volume, and organization volume. All 3 of these are very important for helping you understand how you are compensated. Personal volume determines if you are commissions qualified, that is, eligible to earn commissions through the ZOI Global compensation plan, and also determines your rank for a period. Personal volume, that is going to be the total retail value of products purchased and sold by you, purchased by your retail customers, your preferred customers, and your elite customers, and sometimes it will include purchases sold by your downline distributors that do not have a 30% discount. Personal volume will not include the volume of your team members who are at the 30% discount level and the volume of downline advisors. On display is basically a very simple math calculation to make it easy on you to understand how your personal volume is calculated. One caveat that I want to point out is 50% has an asterisk beside it. What does that mean? At ZOI Global, we have a desire to teach you how to find customers. We do not desire to teach you to buy a check and then begin to develop some bitterness towards ZOI Global because we didn't teach you right. To accomplish that and to stay very highly compliant with Federal Trade Commission rules, ZOI Global will set out to be truly a customer gathering organization, and we will find and qualify the business owners along the way. The customer grace period means this. When you first enroll at ZOI Global, we understand that you're building a new business. We are going to give you 90 days for the new ZOI business to begin accruing customers. The grace period will begin your first period following advisor qualification. So for example, if you qualify as an advisor on the 14th, your grace period will begin on the following period, the second period of the month, which would begin on the 16th through the end of the month. That would be your first period. During the customer grace period, advisors will receive 100% retail value of any products that you personally purchase. After the customer grace period, if you make a purchase, you will receive 50% retail value of products that you personally purchase. Again, you may be asking why. We at ZOI Global have genuinely got a desire to teach you to either build a business that can sustain itself long term and truly make product sales versus this house of cards that collapses because of fake and businesses that are buying their way just to collect a paycheck. They are not sustainable. I've seen it time and time again, and I don't want to contribute to that. So at ZOI Global, we give you a 6 consecutive pay period grace period beginning the period that you are a full advisor. There's no pay-to-play scheme. There's no ulterior motives. It is a business of introducing ZOI Global products to the end customer. And truthfully, that's what every direct selling, multi-level marketing business is. Oftentimes, it's just more focused on finding business owners and selling a business. At ZOI Global, we are selling a difference-making product. Let's take a couple of examples and explain personal volume. The first example is going to be first 90 days in your ZOI Global business. If you make a purchase, you get 100% credit for the purchase that you make. If you make a $160 purchase, your personal volume would be 160 PV. If you have a registered retail customer that places an order for one bottle of product, you would get $80 PV. If you have a preferred customer that places an order, you would get $80 PV. If you have a wholesale distributor that places an order, say 2 bottles, you would get 160 PV, and so forth. If you add up each of the PV in this example, it will sum up to be $880 PV. That would be your first 90 days example of your PV. The second example, after 90 days. Let's say you make a purchase for $160, you will get $80 PV. Registered retail customers, same. Registered preferred customers, same as before. Registered wholesale distributors all the way through. So after 90 days, you can see that your PV is reflected with you getting 50% of any personal purchases you make. And I'll reiterate it one more time. The focus is to help you build the business right, and that is through customers. In this example, you get 50% credit on your personal purchases after 90 days. Business volume, which is also called BV, is a value assigned to all ZOI Global products and is the determining multiplier helping to derive at the ZOI Global advisors' overrides and leadership earnings. The BV value at ZOI Global is equal to the retail value of each ZOI Global product. Now keep in mind, business volume is not assigned to sales aids, enrollment fees, shipping fees, or taxes of any kind. Let me expose the game going on in most network marketing companies. It's called same, but different. Haven't you ever heard someone say, well, my company pays 4.5%, my company pays 6%, my company pays 7%. Well, here's the game. Business volume is adjusted downward on the retail price, and residual earnings percentage is raised upward, attempting to give the distributor the perception of greater earnings. Well, at ZOI Global, transparency has and always will reign. There are no games and there are no gimmicks. The BV value at ZOI Global has no downward factor and is easy to calculate. BV is equal to the retail value of each ZOI Global product. At ZOI Global, we will keep it simple, we will keep it real, and you can just do the math to determine your earnings. Now let's talk about organization volume. Organization volume is the sum of all personal volume in the advisor's placement genealogy. This is a new term that we're on the verge of discussing. Placement genealogy versus enrollment genealogy. Genealogy is the parent-child relationship between distributors. Genealogies are used to indicate the placement structure, sponsorship relationships, enroller and enrollee relationships, and other relationships between distributors. Two distinctions are this. Override earnings are paid on enroller genealogy, and leadership earnings are paid on placement genealogy. Keep in mind that we will go through override and leadership earnings further in the compensation plan video. Moving forward, we're going to stay focused on the person interested in building a ZOI Global business. These are the people that earn in the ZOI Global compensation plan. Now let's move into how to get to the business advisor. You have three options at ZOI Global on how to achieve the advisor status. We just went through the wholesale distributor option, and that is a way that someone can use option 2 as displayed on this chart to accrue 1039.87 in sales over 4 consecutive pay periods. The other option that you can do is to do it all on your own. That means you make the full $1,039.87 purchase, you get 13 bottles of product, and you have achieved the advisor status at ZOI Global. Or you might want to take advantage of the third option, which is team up, divide up to sign up. Let's walk through that. The advisor team up, divide up to sign up options are displayed in this chart. As you can see, like I just said, if you choose to be the only one teaming up, you would be doing option number 1. You would pay the $49.99 annual advisor fee. You would purchase 1039.87 at a minimum, which would equate to be 13 bottles of ZOI Global product. There is no discount on the advisor teaming up option. Why is that? Because we are trying to teach people to sell the product at full retail price. To discount the price discounts the opportunity and basically gets people accustomed to a discounted price before they have earned it. That will leave you holding the bag, not having the confidence to sell your product at truly the value that it is worth. If you want to team up with 2 people, each teaming partner would spend $49.99 for the advisor annual fee. This $49.99 pays for your ZOI Global back office and all of your corporate provided marketing materials. I think this is a tremendous benefit at ZOI Global because it's not leaving the new business owner out there to create an environment where they're building their own marketing materials and quite possibly violating Federal Trade Commission and FDA responsibilities. They're doing this unknowingly, and we will prevent it at all costs at ZOI Global. So that $49.99 is a huge investment into your ZOI Global business at a very minimal cost. If 2 people team up, if you look at the column actual dollars spent per teaming advisor, each person would spend $639.92 and they would get 8 bottles of ZOI Global product. So $639.92 versus $1039.87 is a very significant difference. And at the same time, there are now 2 of you out promoting the ZOI Global product line versus just 1. 3 people, same thing, Each of you pay the $49.99 advisor annual fee. Each of you would spend $506.60 and get 6 bottles of ZOI Global products. So I believe you're beginning to see the advantage of the advisor team up, divide up, and sign up options. They're not mandatory. Again, you can work your way there. You can buy your way there all by yourself, or you can take advantage of the team up, divide up, and sign up option. Now let's move forward and let's begin to gain an understanding of overrides and how significant they are to understanding the growth or the lack thereof of your ZOI Global business. At the top in the legend, you see a burgundy headshot, which is an advisor, and you see a blue circular headshot, which is indicative of a customer. Upon qualifying for the advisor level, you're going to be eligible to receive overrides of 3.5% on the business volume of distributors through 3 generations of advisors in your enroller sponsorship. Remember in the beginning that I told you that I would delve deeper into the enroller and placement groups? Well, this is where we get to the enroller genealogy. Overrides are paid in the enroller genealogy. So no matter where in your organization a personally sponsored distributor may be located, if you enrolled them, you will always have a vested interest in their success. And personally, I don't believe it is right to sponsor someone that you're not willing to help them achieve their expected level of success. So in other words, I feel that you have a responsibility to those that you sponsor, not a responsibility for those that you sponsor. And so keep that in mind at all times when you feel that you have met someone qualified to be a business owner at ZOI Global. Now, to qualify for any override leadership bonus or any other bonus at ZOI Global, remember you must have 3 registered customers within the pay period compensation is earned. Why do we do this? Because remember, we are going to stay compliant with the Federal Trade Commission. So many other companies are out there and all they're focused on is building a business based on business owners. So if that's the case, end product never rolls into the hands of the customers and those that just want to purchase your product. So it leaves you to ask, what are you selling? A business? As ZOI Global, we are selling product and getting that into the hands of the individual people. This override earnings example that I'm going to be teaching is going to come from the perspective that 3 customers have been gathered by each advisor, just like the example in the U headshot that I have shown on the screen. Let's start with level 1. Because I'm going to set the pace, I myself, as you see, have recruited 3 customers. Along the way in this example, I have also recruited 3 advisors. And because I knew that they were going to need to have customers in order to get paid, I duplicated and told them that from the very beginning. So look what happened. 3 advisors introduced 9 customers to ZOI Global products, and each purchase made by each customer was 1 bottle. Here's what that resulted in. A PV of $80, the retail value of each bottle, times 9 bottles sold, generated 720 personal volume. What did I talk about earlier? Business volume was the same thing as the retail price of each product at ZOI Global. So my level 1 override earnings is 720 BV times 3.5% that I'm eligible to earn because I have my 3 customers, generated $25.20. Look what's going on here, team. It's me plus 3 friends or 3 business partners. That way, between the 4 of us, we have impacted 12 people. So just imagine if I had to go do the 12 people on my own. There's the power of this business model. Let's move in and see at level number 2. Level 2, the 3 that I sponsored in level 1 duplicated what they learned, and they taught their 3 to find 3. So now at level 2, there are 9 advisors that introduced 27 customers to ZOI Global products, and each of those customers purchased 1 bottle. Now look at the personal volume. The personal volume generated on level 2 is $80 product times 27 bottles sold generates 2,160 PV. Business volume created is the retail value of all of the product added up, 2,160. So my level 2 override earnings, 2160 BV times 3.5% is equal to $75.60. And friends, remember, I found 3. And now, in this organization and this example, there are now 39 customers. Only 3 of them were sponsored by me, and there are now 12 other advisors alongside me. So you can now see the law of exponential growth is beginning to kick in. Let's look on the 3rd level. The deeper we go, the more people are doing it. We duplicate right, it builds right. We build what we call walk-away earnings so that your families and their families and the customers all benefit. At level number 3, level 2 duplicated what level 1 taught them. Level 3 now, there are 27 advisors introducing to 81 customers ZOI Global products. $80 purchased by those 81 customers generates 6,480 personal volume. Our business volume is equal to the retail value, which is 6,480. Our level 3 override earnings are 6,480 times 3.5%, generating $226.80 on level 3. Look at what we have going on here, guys. We've got 27 on level 3, plus 9 on level 2 is 36, plus 3 is 39 advisors, plus yourself, making 40 people out working to a common cause of distributing a life-impacting, wellness-revolutionizing product to people that up to now had no idea. So you can see the power of exponential growth at work. If we take and we add up your level 1 earnings, $25.20, plus your level 2 override earnings of $75.60, plus your level 3 override earnings, $226.80, that is going to generate $327.60 semi-monthly override earnings. That's one component of how a ZOI Global business owner gets paid. As we begin to gain a greater understanding of ZOI override earnings, I believe it is very important to point out that throughout this training, I've made several references to compliance with Federal Trade Commission. ZOI's model of duplication brings a double patent proven solution to ZOI customers, and as a result, this creates a very honorable business model for qualified business owners that choose to help ZOI Global get this double patent proven solution to a world of new ZOI customers. As the privileged steward of the hopes and dreams of the ZOI Global team, and that team is made up of ZOI customers and ZOI business owners, I am very honored to say ZOI product is proven good enough to keep the main thing, and do very well for the world. At ZOI Global, ZOI business owners sell a solution to end customers. This solution drives the ZOI Global compensation plan. And as a qualified ZOI Global advisor, you can be very, very proud of that fact. And at ZOI Global, because we do the right thing and keep the main thing of getting customers, at ZOI Global, we will create at a minimum every single month a 6-to-1 ratio of ZOI Global customers to ZOI Global business owners. You can take that to the bank. Moving on to leadership earnings. This is where we pay in the placement genealogy. The purpose of leadership bonus is to recognize and reward ZOI leaders, and those are people that build and support downline teams that are selling ZOI products to customers and recruiting other people to help us sell and find customers. A very critical component of leadership is to protect the knowledge of and the relationships with other ZOI distributorships. To be eligible for ZOI leadership bonuses, ZOI advisors must achieve a period personal volume of at least 200 in the lower pen levels, and that goes up to 300 as your leadership and your organization grows. Why does that happen? Because I told you that recruiting customers and selling product to the end customer is paramount. And at this point, when you're earning at the Tanzanite and above levels, recruiting and finding customers should be a fairly elementary task. Period organization volumes come into play, having what's called qualified legs and leg requirements, and at all times registered customer requirements. Leg requirements come into play because, after all, if we are building a strong, sustainable organization, it should be built based on duplication. And you working with the right people, those leaders that are qualified, this will help you, help their family, and help ZOI Global build through the storms of life and build sustainable businesses. That's the end goal for all of us. So this leadership earnings chart is a very beautiful chart, but at the end of the day, the onus falls back on building and supporting downline teams. And friends, I want to point out that those percentages that are paid out are big deal. And the leadership earnings that are paid out are very, very well earned and deserved at ZOI Global. Don't discount 1.5% and 1%, and at the pink diamond level, 2%. I'm going to show you in just a moment the power of that. And again, 1.5% is equivalent to most companies 2 or 3%. Why is that? Because most companies reduce the price that leadership earnings are paid on and use a larger number to make you think you're earning more. So at all times, if someone questions 1.5% or 1 or 2%, make certain that you explain to them how that percentage is earned in the leadership earnings. We use the placement genealogy here because leadership bonus, again, is to recognize and reward those ZOI Global leaders that are building and supporting downline organizations. This is work. This takes effort. So periodically, a ZOI Global leader may place someone below someone that did not actually enroll them, but that person has earned that placement. We do not place people to give people the opportunity to sit on the couch and drink lemonade and eat bonbons while they earn a commissions earning at ZOI Global. This is a work program, and we reward by placing people sometimes because of basing it on deserve. It's a wonderful thing to help someone that is working and earning like you are and reward them for that positive behavior. The end goal of the leadership earning is to invest in the right people and build leaders so that we can literally take ZOI Global. Like I told you a moment ago, we're going to take another trip down memory lane. I want to help explain to you and to show you that behind every tree is a forest. You never know the customer that may lead you to 5, 10, 15, or 20 or more customers. You never know the business owner that may truly need an opportunity to help them or their family make $200, $300, or $500 a month just to bridge the gap. So I'm going to show you now the power of duplication. And as we branch out, I want you to keep in mind what I taught you earlier. The power of duplication is represented in this particular leadership payout from myself and my husband's business back in 2007. Yes, the pin levels are different, but I want to show you that each one of these colors as I scroll through this document represents a different organization in our business. Some are small, some are large, some are very large. So as we scroll through these numbers, 27 cents or $2.97 or 78 cents or $1.35, as you can see, adds up. With each one of these representing a different organization in our former life, you can see that there are really very few colors being scrolled, but at the end of the day, here are the numbers that it works out to be. Organization 1 was one person that found 213 people placing an order. That resulted in $2,534.67 in leadership earnings back in our organization in our former life. So you can see, I broke this down so that you could see in a bi-monthly period with just 12 distributors found 1,312 customers placing orders, generating 14,000 plus in earnings. So this is what I'm trying to teach you, and not discounting the power of 1.5%, 1%, or 2% in earnings. As I've said repeatedly, the lifeblood of a ZOI Global business is based on new customers joining ZOI Global and new advisors joining ZOI Global. A new customer quantifies as a retail customer, a preferred customer, a wholesale customer, an elite customer, or an advisor. As I've repeatedly said, for successful distributors earning serious money in any multi-level marketing business, there is one thing that holds true of each and every one of them. They never, ever, ever stop recruiting. Recruiting is the lifeblood of network marketing, or any marketing for that matter. So, for the distributor that desires to succeed in a major way as ZOI Global, recruiting must become as constant and as automatic as breathing. To stay focused on keeping the main thing, ZOI Global has created a fundamental bonus that all business building distributors, whether you're new or whether you're old, can benefit by engaging in the fundamental task of building a strong ZOI Global business, recruiting new customers and recruiting new distributors. New customers and new distributors come in many forms. They come in the form of a retail customer, a preferred customer, a wholesale customer, elite customer, or advisor. The 1.5% global sales new customer bonus is paid in addition to other earnings at ZOI Global. All new ZOI customer types are assigned a referral point value according to the chart on your screen. The pay period the new customer enrollment plus product purchase is completed is the pay period the referral points are earned by the sponsoring advisor. To be eligible for the 1.5% global sales new customer bonus, you must be a qualified ZOI Global advisor. And a product purchase must accompany the new customer type enrollment to be eligible for referral points. So basically you can see the referral points that are earned per customer type, and this bonus allows you to earn alongside every single other ZOI distributor company-wide that is recruiting just like you are. This builds a great teamwork environment, and also at the end of the day, If you become a great leader in ZOI Global, would you really care what other organization they're part of? Because you now have an opportunity to walk hand in hand, helping other people help other people find the ZOI Global product line or the ZOI Global opportunity. And the final aspect that we will cover is the holding tank. At ZOI Global, we want to empower all ZOI advisors to build an organization that is designed by you, the ZOI Global advisor, and designed for you, the ZOI Global advisor. The ZOI placement feature provides you, the ZOI Global advisor, maximum flexibility while managing your growing ZOI Global business. You are allowed to place a new personally enrolled distributor within 60 days of the new distributor's enrollment date anywhere in your ZOI Global organization. This is a one-time only placement move anywhere in your ZOI Global organization. When a distributor is moved, they and their entire team is moved as well. That means their customers and their advisors alike are moved as well. So this can be a very powerful scenario for those that build a ZOI Global business. It's your job to help everyone and anyone that you feel confident enough in recruiting to your ZOI Global business to help them achieve their expected level of success. Like I said earlier in the compensation plan training, this holding tank is strongly encouraged to be used as a way to reward the positive recruiting of new customers and new business owners behavior. I hope this compensation plan training has helped you. If there's anything that you have a question about, please feel free to email us at support@ZOI-GLBL.com because we value your input, and your question may very well be a question of someone else, and if so, we can always modify and clarify the ZOI Global compensation plan video. We wish for each of our ZOI Global customers and business owners alike the greatest of wellness in your journey through life and the greatest financial wellness along your journey as well. Take care and God bless.